Welcome back.
Welcome to our channel.
Yes.
We are outside today, heading on a this is headbutt cane. Heading on a picnic. It's a beautiful day outside. We've got our picnic, and today we'll be giving you a question and answer video.
Finally.
So we're just gonna make our way to a spot, and then we'll sit down and give you our questions. To our picnic spot. We actually didn't bring a blanket, did we?
No.
And we got like maybe 1 minute away from the house walk, and we're like, we ain't going back, we're too lazy. So we just had a nice little walk through the trails.
It's beautiful.
It's like our favourite place to walk, isn't it? Like when we finally get a new puppy, we'll definitely bring it here, won't we?
Oh yeah, this place, like the little montage we did, doesn't really do it justice. It's beautiful out here.
So nice. Anyway, we're going to start with a Q&A, just so you guys can get to know us a little bit more. Some of you may know us, but some of you may not know anything about us. So we're just going to ask some questions and answer them for you. So the first question is our first date, and what was it like? Go ahead.
Yeah. So the first day I was super nervous. So I was in Barry and she was in Colchester, which is like an hour,
About an hour apart.
About an hour apart. So we met up in this place called Ipswich. Oh my God, I got a text.
It's kind of like the halfway point for him and I.
So we met up at this bowling alley. And she gets out the car, you know, and stunning, drop dead, gorgeous. I'm immediately nervous. So we get into the place, we get our bowling lane. I go straight for a Jack and Coke, down it. Right,
Yeah,
just to
the first
calm.
thing he does is like, let's go to the bar.
Yeah, just to calm my nerves, right? But we started bowling and we're laughing, we're making these jokes and stuff, and like it was just like I knew her forever. I taught her how to do the Texas two-step, just laugh and talk. And you know, a lot of times people are like, okay, you know, that was nice, I'll see you later, you know. But then in there, we went for dinner at a Chinese place, right? It was really good Chinese food. I had to take my hat off though.
Yeah.
My hair was a mess. I didn't want to show it, but
Went to this really nice Chinese place. We were just talking like the whole time, wasn't we?
yeah, there was no like awkward silence or anything like that. We do that, and that concludes the activity and dinner, right? And so she was like, all right, well, what else do you want to do? I'm like, shit, I don't know. So we go to a bar.
He's like, well, this girl, leave me alone. I want to go home.
we go to a bar. It turns into a club. And we're like, all right, well, we're already at a club, so let's go to another club. So we went to what, 1 or 2 after that? 1 or 2.
We only went to 2.
So we went to 2 other clubs. And I remember we met this like older couple and we're sitting down talking because our feet were hurting from dancing. She came up to us and she's like, oh my God, y'all are so cute. How long have y'all been dating? And we're like, this is literally our very first date. She's like, no way, you guys look like y'all been together forever.
And we were practically sober because obviously both of us were driving. So we were doing all this shit sober, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Next question is, what do we have most in common? 1, 2, 3.
Love eating food. Yes.
Hey!
Yes.
We are foodies.
Boy, I love eating all the time, constantly. And the thing is, Chloe's not really picky about what she eats either.
No.
She eats everything from sushi down to crawfish. Well, you haven't had crawfish, but like Cajun food and stuff like that.
We just love going out for dinner. We love cooking new things. We love baking new things. Like we get super excited to go out to new restaurants and stuff. So that definitely helps because I don't think well, that's a bit shallow, but it helps that you have someone who can eat just as much as you, because I eat a lot and he eats a lot. So we get fun out of like pigging out of food all the time.
Who said I love you first? So, funny thing, right? She was texting her
Can
friend.
I tell you this one?
Yeah, okay, you go ahead.
So, obviously the story of Kane and I, we met, we were dating for a couple of months, and then he actually got deployed for 6 months. So we stayed in contact that whole time. And we were together, but obviously we weren't seeing each other because he was, you know, wherever he was in the world. And like, during the time he was away, we got talking, we got really, really close. And I was like, you know what, this is the kind of guy I could be with. And by the time he came home, we were spending a lot of time together. Like, he practically asked me to move in.
Yeah.
And he had did you have 2 weeks off when he got back? Or
Yeah, it's
yeah,
2
so
weeks
I booked
off.
some time off for when he came home so we could spend some time together, and he had time as well. And we had all these nice moments together. And the first night he got home, we had I made a bath of candles and eating ice cream in the bath. It's really romantic. And I was like, if Kane was gonna say I love you, this would be the time he said it. No,
I didn't.
he didn't say it. And the thing is, he was dropping hints towards the end of his deployment that he was feeling that kind of way, but he just didn't say it. And he was like, oh, I'm going to show you how I feel about you and stuff like this. I was like,
So
right, okay.
I'm a drama queen, right? I like to do things in a dramatic fashion. So I planned on saying it when we went to Punta Cana. That was my whole thing. I was going to do it at the dinner.
Which, for your information, was 2 months after Kane got home from his deployment. So we would have nearly been together, coming up to it would have been
8 months?
8 months, 9 months we would have been together. And he didn't say I love you yet. But anyway, we actually went to his friend's house and had a little drinking night. And Kane got very drunk, ridiculously drunk. I had to carry him home that night and put him in a taxi, carry him up the stairs to our flat at the time. And anyway, before he left to go home, I made him laugh. I said something.
I was literally laughing the entire night. She was just laugh after laugh, and
he was like, oh, I love you. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I do love you actually. Yeah, I really do. And he was like, I was going to wait to say it, but I actually do. And I was like, oh, I love you too.
Yeah, when you're sitting there and you're laughing with your partner, right? And you're just sitting there and you're just looking at them, laughing, having such a good time, looking at their outer and inner beauty. And I'm sitting there just staring at this girl. And I was like, man, I love you. And I was like, oh shit, I said it. And she just stopped. She's like, what'd you say?
We woke up in the morning and he pulls me to one side. He's like, by the way, I just want to say, whatever I said last night, I didn't mean it. I was really, really drunk. So anything I said, I can't remember what I said, but don't take it seriously. I didn't mean it. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, I don't mean anything I said, but I don't know what I said. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just sat there in silence for a minute. I was like, this fucker said I love you, and he's taking it back. And then a couple minutes later, he was like, no, I'm kidding. He was like, I know I said I love you, and I did really mean it. I was like,
was it love at first sight?
I wouldn't say love at first sight, because it takes a lot for me to love someone.
Yeah, I don't think it was love
However,
at first sight.
However, it was an instant connection.
Yeah,
We
definitely
definitely
on that.
clicked instantly. And then love for me, it takes a while to grow those kind of feelings. But
yeah,
it was definitely something at first sight. I'd say lust.
Cause lust is I want your body. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
But anyway, so definitely a immediate connection, with just me and her. And then the first night she actually came over and chilled with me and the fellas. I had 2 guys staying with me at the same time, Jarrell and Jordan. And the connection we all had together, playing Call of Duty and getting blackout drunk. I was like, man, this girl's cool as fuck.
I'm just like one of the boys.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a really, really good start to the relationship we're in now.
I definitely knew it was gonna be something, but I wasn't yeah, this is the man I'm gonna get married to, because I had no idea at the time. What do we argue about the most? I would say the cleanliness of the house, probably.
We haven't argued about that in a while.
I haven't argued about that in a while, but that's probably the most reoccurring topic.
Yeah.
Because we had a bit of problem with Kane and tidying the house.
So.
But he's got better now.
I have gotten better. It was just that on her days off, she would clean the entire house. On my days off,
he would not.
I would play the game or fuck off all day, But
I would clean the house and cook dinner for when he came home, and all that nice stuff, and then I'd get home from work and he'd be on the game and he'd be like, what should we have for dinner? But have you not even thought about that? And the house was a mess.
But I wasn't thinking about it in that way. I was thinking about it from a different perspective, which me and her have handled out, like ironed it out. But
like obviously Kane and I have had our rows, like we've definitely had our rows because of whatever situations, but I'd say we've definitely gotten better at handling our argument. Okay, first impression on the family.
Yo, honestly,
you go first? Because you met the family first. Kane met the
so
family like
immediately, like within 2
within
weeks.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
He
but
was like,
that
go
was
to dinner with your parents.
that was something that we had to do though because I was leaving. You know, and I didn't want to be in this relationship without meeting her parents and like seeing how they were, because I don't want to invest in her because I'm really family orientated, so I didn't want them to hate me and then in this relationship. But nah, Brian, Sonia, Katie, Carl, Nana, Jordan as well. Let me finish talking. I was gonna say it. So, nah, amazing people, man. Like amazing. I love them. They've welcomed me into their family and treated me with such like care and respect. You know, especially since I'm like in England. I haven't seen my family in a really long time, and I'm very, like I said, family oriented. They have been amazing. And who makes the fajitas? Whoever makes those fajitas are damn good at making those fajitas. I think that was the first family dinner we had, right?
Because they cook good food. Like
that was the first family dinner we had. It was the fajitas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because they wanted to make something spicy, because I like spicy food.
Yeah. And then we just played games and laughed.
Yeah.
And obviously, like my parents ripped the shit out of Kane because.
No, it's nice. It's nice though, because that's how I am. Like I don't take things too personally, and they don't either. So.
My first impression of Kane's family. Well, I'd obviously spoken to them on FaceTime for like the duration. I hadn't met them. I met them in December
2018.
2018. Yeah. They're like the nicest people in the world. Like Kane will always warn me off. He'd be like, just to warn you, my family are crazy. Like they're wild. Like don't be like intimidated by anything. Like I think he worried more than I did about me meeting them than I was. But no, honestly.
And y'all know that Aintina, Deja, y'all wild, man. Y'all wild. Mama, Mark, my dad, y'all all wild.
But they're real people.
Yeah.
Like they're all there for each other. Like. It's just such a nice family vibe, like, and they made me feel so welcome. Like I got there and his mum had gifts on the table for me, and like every single family member I chilled with, like it just felt like I'd known them for ages, and they accepted me in the family like straight away. And even now, like they're always checking in on me, and like if they're on the phone to Kane, they're like, "Where's Chloe? Like tell her I love her, tell her bye." Like it's so nice, and it's a shame I don't get to spend that much time with them because obviously they're in a different country to us, but I know it's a connection that we've formed overseas, and it's still quite a strong bond, which is nice.
Yeah, my people absolutely love her. They keep telling me, my dad is like, don't mess this up. You better, whatever she say, do. Don't mess this up.
Just do everything I say.
Yeah, but no, they definitely, they love Chloe so much. Yeah. They love her.
And his mom's literally like a second mum to me. Like I've gone to her for stuff that, I wouldn't go to anyone for, and she's been there for me. So
how did he know you want to marry her, and how did you know you so it's a double question. It's how did I know I wanted to marry you, and why did you say yes? How did you know you were going to say yes?
Okay. I said yes because I was under a lot of pressure.
Oh.
There were people everywhere. I couldn't say no.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
Nah, so how did I know I wanted to marry her? So if anybody who's known me through like high school and
Kane was a slut.
Yeah, I was a wild boy, right? And it takes someone special to like really bring out the light that was in me, right? I don't want to say I was full of darkness. I was a good, outgoing person, but I didn't treat people the best. And this girl, man, has completely changed me for the absolute best. She's motivated me. She's the reason why I'm working towards my bachelor's right now. Other than I would have just continued doing what I'm doing, traveling and blowing money, but she motivates me to work towards my future so our family can have the future that we deserve. So, and that's because of her. And this was all in my mind before I popped the question, and just seeing how she got along with all my friends and my family, it was like she's just been here forever. And Bali is her dream vacation from what she told me. So I was like, well, I just have to do it there. Like I love her. I know I want my life with her. She's agreed to go wherever I go in the world. So Let's do it. I was ready. I am ready.
I would say because, like, regardless of the shit that Kane and I went through, whatever, in the beginning of our relationship, and, you know, he made a lot of changes for this relationship, and I feel like if you can still love someone after all the shit you've been through with them, then it's definitely love, like. And he was also willing to do better, and
I did try really hard. I was asking people all types of questions and what can I do better, and calling people to make sure I was going crazy and all this stuff. Here it is.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, people have their opinions, and people did force their opinions on me at the start, but, like, no one can deny now that Kane treats me right and clearly cares, so that's all I need in life. Most romantic thing we've done for one another. Obviously, the proposal is definitely the most romantic thing.
If y'all haven't seen it, shit, where can I go see it? Instagram?
We've got a clip on it on our YouTube.
Oh, it's the very first video, second video, the introduction to ourselves. You can go watch it there. We'll tag it at the end.
Yeah, that was probably the sweetest thing. Not because of, like, the location or anything. Obviously, Bali is going to be a romantic gesture anyways, but just the amount of thought he put into it, and, you know, you don't ever think that boys are going to pull off something like that, because they're not the most sensitive sometimes. No, probably, like, he could have been laying in bed and be like, hey, will you marry me? But, like,
I'm a romantic.
He made it the way he knew I would have wanted it, and that was the sweetest thing.
Little outside picnic we did recently, and all the poems and stuff, like, you know, like we said in that video, Chloe isn't as outspoken as me when it comes to emotions, but when she does say it, I take it fully to heart because I know it's hard for her. So her setting up the house like that and buying those things in the games and doing all those things just for me, just to show like she appreciated me, was like you saw, I teared up in the video, not because I'm soft, damn it, but because it really meant a lot to me. But I think that is the most romantic thing Chloe has done for me.
Where do you see life in 10 years' time?
Okay, I got a real good thing of this. Wait, what's this? Would you peace?
2 babies.
Oh, yes. All right, so we want 2 boys.
No, boy and girl.
We want a boy and a girl, preferably a boy.
Don't keep jinxing it, because you end up getting 2 girls.
Preferably a boy first, just so we can get out the kinks before we raise like a woman to be strong and all that. But so 10 years times, right? I see myself working as a project manager for some company in the States. We haven't, with everything going on right now in the States, we still have to iron out that part, but let's say before this, right? Before this stuff happened. So before this stuff happened, 10 years time, we'll be in Florida. Southern Florida, so like Tampa area, Fort Lauderdale and whatnot.
Where the sun's at.
Yeah, and I would be a project manager for a company. We would have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, Amari Dante Mitchell and Katia Renee Mitchell. And we would have 2 dogs, one being the one we're getting, and a German Shepherd. Nice house.
You can't see my eyes, I just did an eye roll.
Whatever. She just wanted to get a German Shepherd.
German Shepherds.
Nice house, pool in the backyard, a grill on some body of water, whether it be a tributary going into the ocean, or whether it be actually on the ocean like a beach house, but some body of water. And we're happy, our careers are set, our kids are living their lives. Yeah, I just really want a family.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing when I think about 10 years time. I just see a family. Like, obviously financially I'd like to be stable, but as long as like my family are happy and healthy, that's all that matters to me. Career-wise for me, I would like to go into nutrition. Like, I want to work with people who suffer with eating disorders and all that stuff. So I will be trying to get my degree for that. But other than that, yeah, just happy. Like, I just want to be happy. The best relationship advice you've ever received?
We get like a lot of like, for singular arguments, we get advice from people. I think I go to my mom the most, just because I like a woman's perspective and she's unbiased. If I'm wrong, she'll tell me, Kane, you messed up, fix the shit, you know. But I don't know really. I think
even if it's not from like a family member or a friend, the best relationship advice I've seen, even if it's on like social media or on the internet, is to communicate.
wow, man, that is something I really had to learn over the course.
We both
I'll
have,
say communicating, not only like things you want in the relationship, but how you feel in the relationship.
Yeah,
You know,
massively.
like even if it's just showing that person that, hey, I appreciate this or I care about you and whatnot, that goes such a long way. You don't have to communicate where you're going. Well, you do have to, but I think the thing that is the most important is just communicating how you feel about a certain topic and how you feel about your relationship. Because if no one knows that, hey, I'm not happy, and you're 2 years down the road and you decide you want a divorce or you want to break up, and they're like, what the hell, you never told me.
Yeah.
It could have been fixed 10 years ago. But that's something we really had to learn, just communicating like how I felt and the things I wanted and how I feel about myself and all these things to better our relationship and vice versa for her, I think.
Yeah, just communicate how you feel, good and bad, and then the other person should receive that however that person is feeling, instead of trying to argue against it. Accept they feel that way and resolve it. Like, see what we can do to fix it, instead of like we had a problem of battling against each other. Like, we always had to have one of us right and one of us wrong. Like, but now we work together. Like,
work together to fix the situation, not against each other. That's boom.
Even if they've done something that's pissed you off massively, express you're annoyed, but then you have to find a solution, because if you argue about what they've done, they've done it already, so it's not going to go away. But how you can fix it in the future is what's going to help your relationship remain. Basically, the questions we received from our friends and family. We kind of covered a lot there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That's a bit more of an insight to our relationship. But yeah, we're just going to chill here for the rest of the day, catch some sun.
Yeah, read.
Oh my god, he's spitting his food.
Spit. Oh my god. Reading, so. Yeah, we're going to read, sit in the sun, relax, and just take this in.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the video. It's a bit more of like a sit down talking one. We don't do those too often, but yeah, it's kind of nice to get down and express.
Yeah, but if we didn't answer any questions that you guys might want answered, let us know. We'll do a part 2.
Yeah,
we can do questions that you want to ask your significant other, but you're uncomfortable with doing that.
Yeah.
And we'll ask each other and get our opinions on it. Yeah. So if you guys want to see more Q&As, let us know, and we'll definitely do them. I'm down for a discussion. So.
But for now, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. We love you all, and we appreciate you. See you in the next video.